Hey folks, it's time for another McFeely Minute here on KFGO.com. The Minnesota Legislature is likely to wrap up on Monday, the last day of April. That's the goal set by the Republican leaders in both the House and the Senate. I have to say it's going to be a disappointing session for the Minnesota Legislature, especially from the Republican side. Republicans are in control of both houses, both the House and the Senate, and really the entire legislative session has been nothing more than a moral play. It's like Republicans have focused so much on divisive constitutional amendments like voter ID and gay marriage and everything else when they want to get up on their moral stump and tell us all how to live our lives, that they haven't spent a lot of time being serious about the problems that face Minnesota, such as the bonding bill. How are we going to get infrastructure in outstate Minnesota? How are we going to get flood protection in Moorhead? The bonding bill that Republicans put forth didn't come close to meeting any of those needs for us folks out here in the hinterlands of rural Minnesota. This is going to go down as one of the most disappointing legislative sessions that I can remember in my lifetime, and certainly of covering things like the legislature and covering news. It's been a difficult go in St. Paul. The Republicans have not wanted to play ball with Governor Dayton. They haven't wanted to play ball across the aisle, whether it's on things like the bonding bill or whether it's on things like the Viking Stadium, where House Speaker Kurt Zellers has basically said, I don't care about a Viking Stadium. We don't want to put our name to this. We don't want to vote on this. We have an election coming up in November. We don't want to have to go back to our constituents and say, well, this is what we voted for. They just don't want to put out there anything substantive to put their name to that can be used against them in November. It's been a disappointing run. Minnesota has some issues. We could have solved some of those issues in a serious manner. One of the parties didn't want to do that. Say, for more of my opinion on the world and everything else, local, national, regional, whatever, tune into the mighty 790 KFGO 2 to 5 p.m. each and every weekday afternoon. I am Mike McFeely signing off on another McFeely Minute.